Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Beauty Graham, also known as Curls by Beauty on Instagram. Also don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video once you're done watching. So today I'm going to have a little chit chat with you guys. I may sound very cranky and my voice is just not the best for this vlog, but I really needed to do it, and that's because I'm sick and I have flu. So today's topic is all going to be about 10 things that you shouldn't do to your natural hair. And the reason why I'm doing this is because so many people have asked me questions that just don't make sense in some way, and I feel like I just need to clarify a few things and also mention a few tips and tricks for natural hair and things that you shouldn't do to your natural hair, so that you can get an idea of why my hair is maybe this certain way and your hair is not. Because I think that's mostly the question that people ask me. How do I get curls like yours? Why are my curls not like this? What type of product should I use to make my curls like yours? And honestly, everyone's hair is different. So let's just get into it and let me give you guys 10 tips of what you shouldn't do to your natural hair. Okay, so the first thing that I feel like a lot of people are confused on my channel on Instagram, or just questions that people ask me, is my hair is not moisturized and what should I do to make my hair moisturized, or what type of oils should I use to make my hair moisturized. First of all, an oil is not a moisturizer. An oil is a sealant, so you have to use a moisturizer before you actually add oil onto your hair, because oil is a sealant. Okay, so now for this one, I just have to get my laptop here with me because there's certain words that I won't be able to pronounce. The second tip that I should give you guys, it's super important that you guys check the ingredients on your actual products that you buy. A lot of people ask me, what product should I use to make my hair like yours? And I feel like it's not what products you use that can make your hair like mine. I think you just need to make sure that you know your hair and what products to use for your type of hair. So before you actually buy a certain product, it's important that you actually check the ingredients on the product. The products that are at the top are more important than the ones at the bottom. So when you're checking your product, for instance, if it has parabens at the top of the list, it's just a no. Like, do not do that. Or mineral oil, because it tends to dry out your hair. Now there's certain ingredients that I feel you guys should be aware of. Things like, this is why I got my laptop out, because I cannot remember all of these ingredients. Petroleum, mineral oil, you have isopropyl alcohol, parabens, sulfates. There are so many products that I cannot mention or even pronounce, but it's really important that you just go on Google and you check what products that shouldn't be on natural hair products, and you guys will get an idea of what you should buy and shouldn't buy. Tip number 3 is a tip that I always mention, and I think you guys are probably tired of me saying this, is to never leave your hair uncovered when you're actually sleeping or maybe chilling at home, or whatever the case is. Make sure that you always sleep with a satin scarf, or you have a satin pillowcase. Cotton tends to rub your hair and it gives you split ends and frizz, and it's just not healthy for your hair. And certain things, it might be small to mention, but if you keep doing this to your natural hair or your hair, it makes a big effect on your hair, and it's something that you guys need to always keep in mind. So tip number 4 is to always condition your hair. Make sure that you're always conditioning your hair when you shampoo your hair, because when you actually shampoo your hair, you actually remove all that oil from your hair. So when you add conditioner, it actually restores back the oil and moisture on your hair. And when I mean conditioner, it needs to be a deep conditioner on a regular basis. It's important that you also be careful which conditioner you're using on your hair. There's certain conditioners that say that you should leave it on for 5 minutes. I don't think that's going to do anything to your hair. And yeah, maybe everyone's hair works differently, but make sure that you're always just conditioning your hair after you shampoo. This is something that I always do when I'm shampooing my hair. I cannot shampoo my hair and not use conditioner, because it's very essential to bring back the oil and the moisture on your hair. Tip number 5 is to know the porosity of your hair. I have a video on this, so go check it out. I will put the link down below. It's super simple to do. It's easy, it's simple. It could take you literally 5 minutes to check. You just take your strand and you put it in water. The porosity of your hair will determine what products you should use and shouldn't use, because everyone's hair has a different porosity. So I cannot tell you what products to use, because my porosity hair is different. It's probably different from your porosity hair, and I cannot know your porosity hair. So when you ask me questions like what products should I use, I can't exactly tell you what products to use because we have different type of hair, and we also have different porosity hair types. And if you guys don't know how to do this, I do have a video down below which I'll put the link to. Check it out. It's super simple to do and it's easy. Tip number 6 is to not use heat on your hair. I think this is something that every natural hair person knows. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use heat at all. I normally straighten my hair once a year, but it's important that you don't use excessive heat on your hair because it damages your hair. Obviously, you guys should definitely know this, and I've made a couple of videos on this as well. Your hair actually tends to start to burn around 450 degrees. And tip number 7 is to stop using harmful styling combs that are very thin, or brushes that just break your hair. It's very important that when you are doing this, your hair is conditioned or it has water on it. The solution for this is to use a wide tooth comb or a modified brush, which you can find probably in any store. So just make sure that when you are looking for combs and brushes, you understand what type of combs and brushes to use on your natural hair. Tip number 8 is something that I've been doing since I went natural. I have never washed my hair when it's not in sections. I just cannot. It just is impossible because first of all, I have a lot of hair, and even if you don't have a lot of hair, it actually helps you to just detangle your hair easier, because if you don't section your hair, it will just cause more knots and kinks, and I think that's just not what you want. So just make sure that when you are washing your hair, you actually section it into different sections, maybe in 4 to whatever works for you, but I do section my hair in 4 sections. Tip number 9 is something that I have done before, and even someone commented on my video. The first time I did a trim by myself, and I always do it by myself, but I used the wrong scissors. So you have to make sure that you actually use the right scissors for your hair when you're actually trimming your hair, which are shear scissors instead of just normal scissors. When you're cutting your hair, it's super important that you know how to do it. I would recommend you go to a professional, but then again, professionals in Dar es Salaam or in Tanzania aren't the best for natural hair, so maybe just do it yourself, but just make sure that you're using shear scissors. When you use normal scissors, it causes more damage because then the edges are not snipped properly, so it's super important that you get yourself a pair of shear scissors. And tip number 10, guys, which is something that I would really honestly recommend to you guys, and I've seen so many people ask me again, how can I get my hair like yours? I want my curls like yours, and all of those questions. And I just feel like you need to stop comparing yourself to other people. You know, you can see that people dye their hair, people straighten their hair, and people do so much to their hair, and they still end up having really nice hair. So you need to make sure that you stop comparing your hair to other people, and you learn what your hair likes, how your hair is like, what your hair needs, and that's the only way that you're going to get your hair to be the way you want it. But if you start comparing your hair and wanting your hair like someone else's, it's just not ever going to work out, because everyone's hair is different. As I mentioned earlier on, I have different porosity hair, different genes. There's so much that's different, and I think that you guys need to understand that this whole process of me doing a YouTube channel for you guys is not so that I can help you get your hair like mine. It's just to show you my journey and to give you tips and tricks on how to also help your natural hair. So don't compare yourself to others, and also just be patient. Your hair will get to where it needs to get. And that is all for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe down below, as well as like this video and share if you would like to. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.